Konnichiwa. I got to visit Universal Studios Japan this past June.
And we hate her for it.
But we're going to get her to tell us all about her trip anyway.
This is episode 580 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. What's up, everybody out there in Podland? Hello, I'm Chris, your host. Feels like it's been forever.
It was only last week.
Hope everybody's still doing good. Hey, you're not introduced yet, so shh.
I'm always here.
Yeah, we got a fantastic episode for you today because we're going to be discussing something that none of us has gone to except only one of the hosts of that show. So I'll definitely be doing a lot more listening and a lot less talking on this episode, which is also something Alexa says I need to learn more of. That's a different story. So let's get into the show. Joining me, I have Lee.
Hello, everyone.
Michelle.
Hey.
And the most important host for this episode, because she's actually the one that made it there, we have Tracey.
Konnichiwa.
I would like to say, out of the four of us, who would have thought Tracey would be the one of us that would get to visit a park outside the US for the first time? Really?
So true.
The true 1%er right there.
You're
Right.
right. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
very, very jealous.
I would have put odds on it not being me as well.
No.
It was
You weren't
crazy.
going to. To pull the curtain back, we talked about you going, and then when you got there, you looked at prices for flights and hotels. Went,
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to go because I don't want to.
I didn't want to impact
No, you were
the rest of
worried.
my summer.
Yeah, about spending that much money that early on in your trip.
Yes. And
I'm glad you went, though, because I mean,
me
it's such
too.
a rare opportunity,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's not... Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I mean,
gotta
you're so
suffer through everything
close.
else.
You were
Exactly.
so close at
Exactly.
that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was jealous as hell, but I'd have been angry if she hadn't have
Yeah.
gone.
I mean, I was
Right.
very fortunate that my friend who I was staying with, he's lived and worked in Japan, and he really helped me find the flights, the hotels. I mean, he went with me as well because
Not to
Japan.
the park, though.
No, he really regrets that. So yeah, he helped me actually bring the cost down from what I was looking at. So that was really good.
The flights were actually
So-
really
Oh, nice.
cheap.
Speaking of flights, can you tell us how did that go? Like where you were coming from, all that stuff.
We flew with Peach Air, who are actually really cool.
I mean, that's the perfect flight going to Universal Japan with Super
It really
Nintendo
is,
World.
yeah.
Really, yeah.
And we flew from Incheon Airport to Kyoto, which is KIX is Kyoto Airport, International Airport. It's a 90-minute flight.
So how far away is Kyoto from Osaka then?
Took us, I'm trying to remember, because we actually landed in Kyoto and we went straight up to Nara.
Yeah.
So we jumped straight on a train and went north because we spent a night in Nara, 3 days in Kyoto and 2 days in Osaka.
So you bookended your trip in Osaka,
Yes.
did you? Yeah.
And the USJ day was my penultimate day there. So it took, I think it was about an hour from Kyoto.
All right. That's on the...
Is that
We
like
didn't-
the
we-
closest airport you can fly into if you're going to
For our
USJ?
trip. Yeah, for our trip it was.
No, I think
yeah.
what Chris, if you were going to Universal Japan, is that the closest airport?
I think so, yes.
I mean, an hour out sounds pretty
but,
close.
But to be honest,
No, that's very close. Yeah.
USJ actually has its own train line, a Universal City.
Oh.
So when
That's
you
so amazing.
so you get on in the subway station, and as long as you're on that line, you can't go wrong. It terminates there.
You get on at the airport.
I don't know. We got on in Osaka,
Okay.
and we booked a hotel that was literally you walked 400 yards to the bottom of the road, turned right, and there was the entrance to the station. It was perfect.
Is there an actual Universal hotel?
I believe so. There was plenty. I walked past plenty of hotels.
Like an on-site one?
There's one on City Walk. I stood and took some pretty
Okay.
pictures.
Oh, that's cool.
I think there's two.
Japana Bay?
Japan. Wow.
Oh, where's the drums when you need them?
Right.
I cannot remember how much the flight was. It wasn't much.
It wasn't much. I think I remember you talking to me about it at the time.
70 pounds.
I want to say it was
76?
more
Hang
because
on.
originally you'd said it was you'd quoted 300 for them when you first went, and then you said if you booked them by midnight that night they were half price, which is why you paid for one.
Yeah, I took.
One's a person, not one person.
We'll call him Wanu because that's easier. Because when you've got the number one, and
Yeah,
it got very confusing.
I want to say
hang
they
on.
were about 100.
Let's just be real here. That was Tracy's way of just getting the tickets. Like, yeah, if I buy it by midnight, it's
You
20% off.
yeah.
Sure.
I don't
Yeah,
have
might
a
as
note of
well.
how much it was. But I think it was
seem
around
to remember.
£70.
I thought there were more than that. I remember.
that
I
might
seem
be-
to have a conversation
that could
saying they
be
were about
one way.
£130 each, so about $150 each.
Actually, possibly because the hotels were about 70.
That
a night.
sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay. So it
Which
really
that's
wasn't bad.
comparable,
Yeah.
honestly, for a one-day ticket in
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah.
No, that was just the flight, not the ticket in. The ticket in was like 50 bucks.
Oh, that was the flight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The ticket in itself, we were going to get to that later, but yeah, the ticket in's about 50 bucks. It
So
wasn't much
cheap.
at all.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Jesus. All right. Hold that thought for later.
Yeah. We did have a problem getting there. There was a delay on the flight, so we were actually delayed longer than the flight took. That was fun,
I mean, that's just flying nowadays.
but really easy flight. It was a small plane. We ended up getting the emergency door, so leg room. It was great.
It's an interesting one because obviously, like, people have said they want to hear about your trip, and we want to talk about the flights a little bit, but most people aren't going to be flying from Korea realistically, are they? So
No, but if you find yourself in
Yeah.
that neck of the woods, do it.
yeah,
Well, I mean, not even just the flights, but like the trains as well that you took in there. I mean, as an American that lives in a country that has terrible railways that don't get anywhere, how badass was it over there?
that train
Fast.
was coming in
right?
at this. Well, we didn't do any of the fast trains because we weren't on the main lines.
Okay.
But if it said there was a train coming, it was on the second. I mean, I thought that Korean buses and trains were, bang on for time, but Japanese, wow. If it says
Yeah.
it's going to be there, it's going to be there.
So how far out of Universal Japan did you actually stay?
About 30 minutes outside.
And how much did that hotel cost you? Was it a hotel or an
No,
Airbnb?
this is a hotel. The Airbnb, good lord, that's a whole different. That's a producers club because it needs a lot of swears.
I've never
Hotel.
done an Airbnb.
Well, that's what you get for booking an Airbnb.
They seem weird. I don't like the idea of Airbnbs. It sounds
Actually,
weird.
To be honest, it was actually really comfortable. The U-shaped settee that when we both sat down, knackered and then fell into each other was hilarious. And that was the only place we had to sit and eat. Any food we took in, it was the funniest thing. But we stayed in a hotel, 3-star hotel, the Nipponbashi
Nice.
Lux,
Okay.
which for 2 nights cost me £70.
So about $90.
That's not bad.
$90.
Yeah.
No, that's not
And it
bad
was
at all.
really-
good.
It was the nicest hotel of the 3 places we
It'd
stayed.
be like 100 US, right? Ish.
Maybe slightly less, about 90 maybe.
It was really comfortable.
That's for 2 nights, you said?
That was for 2 nights, yeah, for a twin room.
And then so from
That's really good.
getting from there to Universal Japan the next morning, because I know we'd shout out to Richard Ives because he'd just been a couple of weeks prior, so we were sort of touting him for information, weren't we? And we're like, what time are you planning on getting there? And she's like, oh, maybe 8 o'clock. Park opens at 9. It's like, I'd get there earlier if I were you.
Yeah, we were up at 5:30. Because one very kindly took me there. He wasn't spending the day with me. He took me there and waited until the gates opened. So it was like literally, I think we timed it as a 7-minute walk to the station. So we had one change. So we went from our station 2 stops to where we need to change to get onto the Universal City line.
And then that just goes there, does it?
that just goes there.
That's cool.
Yeah. So as long as we're on the right platform, going the right direction,
You
and
can't
that
do
was
it wrong.
Yeah, that was 30 minutes, and the announcements are in Japanese, English, Chinese, and something else.
Spanish.
No, it'll be like Taiwanese or something like that.
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Funny, I didn't hear that.
Bienvenido
No, I didn't
a
hear that
Japan.
at Disney either.
But yeah, everything was very well signposted.
What sort of prices are we talking about on the train then?
I don't know. I had the pass,
Okay.
so and I cannot for the life of me remember. Not a lot. It's actually quite inexpensive compared to here,
Okay.
but we do get ripped off.
So what time did you end up getting to the gates?
Hang on, let me
I can
check
tell
the
you
times.
exactly what time it was because I was just going to bed and I was extremely off watching all the videos and stuff she was sending me.
Oh, sorry. I have a timestamp waiting for the train at 10 to 7 in the morning.
You got to the park entrance at about 7:20, I think.
I was
Nice.
walking in at 7:10. I was on City Walk.
Let's just say that we don't even do that when we come to Orlando. We stroll in at like 10:30.
Yeah.
And we got there
Right.
and it was already busy.
Well, that's what he
She
said.
only had one day. So.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta mad dash.
And it was
Yeah.
a short day as well because it closed at 5.
Which is weird.
Oh, goodness.
Because
yeah.
I know from talking to Richard, he said that the Japanese are very, very organised, so they will be there like super early and have a plan immediately.
I will tell
going
you,
in.
I have never had, going through those turnstiles has never been so quick, efficient. Everybody was smiling and, I mean, all the team members were spotless. Absolutely. Their uniforms were perfect. And it was very fast.
That's awesome.
And
Is it thumbprint how, compared to Orlando? What's the turnstiles like?
no, it's just, they just scanned my ticket.
Okay.
Because I was only a day guest and I wasn't returned, there was no real reason for
of
me
course, yeah. It's not a
do all of
multi-day
that.
ticket, so yeah.
to. Yeah.
That sucks. They closed at 5 though.
Yeah.
It really did. So yeah, it was the precision of getting people through because there was no, which line do we go into? You were guided to a line and they just moved at this slow march through. It's great.
You didn't manage to pick the line with the that doesn't know what they're doing like we usually do when we go to studios.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Haha, I know what I'm doing.
He never listens
That's what
to
I was
me.
going to say is normally it's not the team members that cause any kind of delays. It's all of the guests who
Yes.
don't have their tickets ready or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is it. There's announcements going on telling you what you need to have ready and
Which from the vlog we watched last night, just to get a sense of the walk around in, again, it was English and Japanese, wasn't it?
Korean
And Korean.
and whatever the other one
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Not Chinese.
Oh, could have been
And
Chinese.
so
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
mentioned it. You had mentioned it earlier, but your tickets.
Yes.
How
Oh
much did
my
you pay for them?
God. I want to say it was about $47 for a
I
one-day
looked it up 'cause
ticket.
it's about 8,500 yen, I
I
think
can't
it
remember.
was.
I know because we ended up working out between us. So, but they
But
do like weird tickets in Japan. 'Cause
Yeah,
They do a one-day
That's
ticket.
8,500 yen.
something like that.
They do a one-day ticket and a 1.5-day ticket.
Yeah.
I don't actually know whether they do multi-day tickets
They
because I didn't
don't.
see them.
I didn't see multi-day, and they also don't appear to do an annual pass.
No,
What
I
is
know.
a 1.5 day ticket?
exactly what it says. It gives you 1.5 days in the park.
So they kick you out at noon?
I think you can only get in after a certain time. It's weird because apparently they obviously deem it a park that's more than a one-day
definitely
park,
is.
but
Definitely.
not a 2-day park. So it's like, here, have a 1.5-day ticket. And then
That's probably for people who are travelling home and have that half day.
maybe. And then the express passes are a pain in the ass. So we've
The express passes are more expensive than the entrance ticket,
to be fair, that's the same as Orlando.
which is crazy. Yeah, but a lot more.
Because I was doing a lot of research back here trying to find Tracey the right, like to get express passes because, so, sorry to butt in Tracey, but it's
That's
relevant
alright,
to
I'm used
conversation.
to it.
So the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and Super Nintendo World are both virtual line. There is a workaround for one of those. We'll get there in a minute. And Tracey completely stumbled across it. But the only way you can guarantee getting into Super Nintendo World and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade is with an express pass. We've since learned the express passes go on sale only 2 months. Is it 2? It's 2 months.
Yeah.
So you can only buy your express passes
60
2
days.
months out. And they sell like that.
Oh, and the Japanese are very, very good at getting everything within seconds.
So that day there was
Wait,
no.
do they sell out?
Yes.
Like often? Is
Oh,
that
so
what
that
you're saying?
Every day.
Well, that day Trace was there, they were all sold out, and they don't. It's not like Orlando where there's an express pass and an unlimited express pass. There's about 12 different permutations.
Oh, and you choose your groups of rides.
So it's like a 7 ride and a 4 ride pass, but the 4 ride will give you it'll be like Spider-Man and something else, and then Jaws or something like.
Yeah, you have to make
the flying
you have to make
dinosaur.
difficult choices.
It's not.
So you'd have to buy multiple
Yeah.
express passes.
It's like kind of that
I don't
thing.
know if I like that.
No, I
I like
don't.
it, but I kind of don't.
If they
No?
did it in Orlando, it'd be like, oh, I'll buy the four pass express pass for Islands of Adventure, and it will give you, say, Spider-Man, Forbidden Journey, and then Hagrid's or Velocicoaster, not both. It works like that.
I get you.
That sounds too Disney to me.
That actually does sound very Disney.
Depending on exchange rates, the entrance was between £40 and £50. So it's really, really cheap.
I think we paid $47 if I remember rightly. And the express pass is like...
I know we paid the higher end because the exchange rate was not favourable for me at that time.
And we literally left it up to like 3 days before you were going as well.
That doesn't make any difference for...
Anyway. So yeah, there was no express passes at all.
No.
And I tried millions of different sites and all sorts to try and figure out, because sometimes they're like certain like actual travel agent sites might have them available, and I went through all of them through Chris TDR Explorer obviously watched a lot of his vlogs and went through a lot of his links off his website and stuff. Nothing.
No. So
it's like bugger. I'm probably not going to get into Super Nintendo world.
So I was prepared for that. But it's a substantial park. There was plenty to do. So it was like, yeah, I'm a bit gutted, but it is what it is. I'll get some merch. And
obviously the globe's kind of outside the turnstiles, isn't it? And its own, like it looks more like Orlando used to be before City Walk and Islands of Adventure were there, with the globe sort of sat in the middle of like a big area, a little bit like Hollywood's.
It kind of feels like it's just the middle of a car park, to be honest.
It looks like Orlando used to be before Islands was there.
Yeah. It's not as showy as the Orlando one. It's not like a big... It's kind of tucked to the side. There's a wall behind it.
It's weird. I mean, there's pictures on our Instagram of when you were there. I posted and stuff. But so is City Walk before you get to the globe?
Yes.
So the globe's literally the last thing before you go through the turnstiles.
Yeah, you literally turn around at the some arches and then the globe.
I will say I looked a little bit of the City Walk in Japan, and it's very different.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like
feels more like a mall than it does City Walk.
Yeah,
it does.
Michelle, you've been to Universal Studios Hollywood, haven't you?
I have not.
All right, this is even more bizarre that no one on this podcast has been to Universal Hollywood in the same country as Orlando, but one of us has been to Japan.
I mean, I can go to Hollywood as well.
I've been saying that we need to make it happen.
We do.
So from what I know and like vlogs and stuff, Japan's City Walk looks very much like Hollywood's. It's like a thoroughfare rather than an area.
It's one avenue, if you like.
Because it's even got that Kong on the side of the building, has it? That's at Hollywood.
It's beautiful at night.
That's not covered over, though, is it?
No. There's only one area that's covered over inside the park.
Okay.
Yeah.
So entering the park, pretty easy.
Pretty easy. They let us in 15 minutes early, and then we were corralled straight to Super Nintendo World.
So this is where Tracey I went to bed with Tracey going, I'm probably not going to get into Super Nintendo World. And I'm like, okay. So obviously by the time I get up the next morning, it's halfway through the day for her. So I'm expecting to wake up and her be because she hasn't gone into Super Nintendo World. And spoilers, we all know you did because we talked about
obviously. Obviously. And they just took us straight there. It was crazy. Wasn't expecting it, and apparently that was the reward for getting there early, because I believe those passes don't start until... So
Chris, TDR Explorer Chris, says apparently there's a loophole that they don't start doing the returned wait times until 15 minutes after park opening. So if you bomb straight there, you bypass that and can get straight in.
Yeah. And so long as we were just over that threshold... Not even through the tunnel into it proper. As long as you're just over that threshold, you're in.
Because it's right at the back of the park as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Is there? There has to be a mad dash then.
There was. I did a fast walk.
That's going on with everybody.
Well, there isn't because the Japanese don't do the run like the Americans do. People did fast walks.
Orderly.
They are.
That's okay.
And we all knew we were getting in anyway. We were told that's where we were going.
I'd be so excited at that point.
So I did a quick little excited wave at Jaws. Really regret not taking a photograph with him at that time, because by the time I came back, you had to pay for photographs.
Which is a cheat.
I was really annoyed about that, and they were expensive.
Ooh.
Was it a photo pass, or did you, if you wanted to just take a selfie with it, they'd charge you?
No. You couldn't take a selfie with it.
So you'd have to get
photo pass only.
And
they were about $30.
Universal, if you're listening, please, we know you're starting to charge for stuff that's usually free. Don't do that.
No, it was a bit crazy. So it's you you head to the back of the park, you get to Waterworld and take a right, and it's up this winding little tree-lined lane, and you are going up this slight incline. It's quite a long path, and the first thing you actually come to is a cart selling power-up bands. Boop, 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 boop. So I kind of like went past that and went in, and I'm looking around this like plaza that's got the big whatever the yellow star it's called. You know what they are in the
Yeah.
The
game.
Power Star?
Yeah, the power stars. Got all those. It's in the floor. Another
How's that reveal?
that reveals.
I think Chris is talking about going through the tunnel.
Oh no, we haven't got there yet.
Oh, we're not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Oh, okay,
reveals
okay,
quite
sorry.
like, oh, this is really cute because you've got your little green pipes that you then go and have video and
Oh, yeah.
photographs taken. That is all with your own camera, and it's staff there who will do it for you, and they have you posing.
Did you
and-
do it?
Yes.
I haven't seen those pictures.
No, because I'm just like, I'm so self-conscious.
Oh.
Maybe I'll show you. They have you jumping up and punching in the air and all sorts, and I'm just going, I'm a fat middle-aged woman
A white
by
woman as well.
myself. You've got me doing all this stuff.
That's probably
No,
what
I
they
wouldn't care. I
thought.
would
Yeah.
own it.
I agree.
They probably
honestly-
don't do that. And they're just like, oh, that lady, yeah, come here, start jumping for
Yeah,
us.
That white woman, come here.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I actually, before I'd got in line for that, I'd had a look around what was going on there, and I decided, do you know what? I'm never going to get a chance again. I haven't got a wand. I'm having a power-up band.
I'd have been annoyed if you hadn't.
So I went and got one, and
They're bloody expensive.
Hell
they're $40, which is a lot of money.
What you said?
I don't think that's a lot in
No.
comparison to like wands.
It is
No,
when you're only
wand
going
is
once for
70
a
now,
couple of
and a
hours.
magic band over at Disney is 40 or 50.
Yeah, but a magic band at Disney does way more than just one area of the park.
Yeah,
That's true.
and I was only going for one day for what was supposed to be a couple of hours.
But as I have said to
it was
you,
the most expensive snap band I've ever bought.
you
in my
will get to
life.
use that at Epic
I
Universe.
will, and I did use
If we
it.
go.
Is that confirmed?
Yes, well, you can use them in Hollywood, so I'm assuming so.
I would think so.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Either way, it's pretty badass to buy one
Oh yeah,
over there.
In
I
Japan.
mean, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a piece of like memorabilia that you get to keep now.
absolutely.
Yeah. Not that there's anything specific on it to say that it was from Japan, but we know.
Well, it's registered to my Japan account, so
Okay.
and I can still access all of that, and I can still access all my achievements. So I'm quite happy.
This goes back to what we were talking about before about Minion Blast, about how the difference between Super Nintendo World and then the stuff they've implemented on Minion Blast. It's like you said it at the time, Chris. It was like, I love this because it's free. You don't have to buy anything extra to be able to take part in it. Yet the Super Nintendo World stuff, you've already shelled out $40 to be able to do everything
Shelled
in that
out.
land.
Funny.
And we'll get on to how not easy that is.
So yeah, I had my photos and video taken, and entered the tunnel. And
I think I'd have been crying, and I'm not even a Nintendo fan.
I got to the bit we've all seen, which is like the circular room inside the castle. I'd realised my phone had stopped recording, so I went all the way back to the beginning
I know, I have that
and,
video.
and
Man.
filmed it all again and tried to remember the funny stuff that I'd said on the way in. But it's really cool because you've got these like go faster lights as you're going through, so as if you're like travelling at speed through.
It's
and
like a warp
again,
tunnel.
again, you are walking uphill slightly. So you get into this circular room, and to the left and the right, you've got these big, I believe they were lenticulars,
Yes, they are.
which are stunning, and all these pillars. It's just all stone and glorious. And I really wanted to spend time looking around properly, but I could see what was waiting for me. So I think I did a little teaser on the video, didn't I? Keeping the camera down.
I can't remember.
Talk about when I was about to go, and then it wasn't really nice and lifted the camera
I
off.
think I posted that video of you walking through the tunnel on our Instagram.
Yeah. So you walk out, and you are basically on a balcony overlooking the entire park, and it's just breathtaking. Aside from 9 o'clock in the morning, it was already really hot. So you got this sun blasting down on you. You are just hit with all these sounds and colours and movement and people. There was a lot of people.
I can imagine.
And it's just so dynamic and energetic.
I bet it's an autistic person's worst nightmare.
It's either their worst nightmare or heaven. I'm not sure which, because it was crazy. I didn't know what to do first. I think I stood still and just turned around and did a full 360. That's not standing still, is it?
No.
I stood still and then I did a 360 and just took it all in, because...
We've talked about it, haven't we? It's like, Michelle, I don't know how much Galaxy's Edge is multi-level. I don't think it's quite as much as Super Nintendo will, but it's hard to imagine going into a theme park land that is where you enter on the second floor and everything's below you. It's not something we've experienced yet.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. But as far as like complete immersion and interaction with, being able to earn points and like do things like that, it's very much like Galaxy's Edge. And you're very much overwhelmed when you first walk in. Yeah. You just don't know where to start because it's all amazing. So, yeah.
No.
I can imagine that pressure on your shoulders as well, walking and going, I know this is probably the only time I'm going to get to be here.
And I was representing the show, and I was aware of making content, which I did a very bad job at. I know I did.
Yeah, you're terrible at it.
But thanks for that. I won't bother next time. I'll just go. I did a live. Not my fault you were asleep.
It is your fault.
It's not my fault. So I kind of like had a look around and decided I was going to go for a walk around to get my bearings first. So I went down all the steps. There's a lot of steps. I think that's just a Japanese thing. They do have lifts.
I was just about to
have
ask.
Elevators. Yeah.
I was just about to ask.
So I went and I peeped into the shops. I got to Canopio's Cafe and they were giving reservation cards. You just got what you were given.
Okay.
You didn't make a reservation. You got the next one off the top of the...
I didn't know that. You haven't told me that. That's
you got the next card off the top. Somewhere I have the card still.
That's cool. That's good, actually, rather than having to fanny about in an app.
So when you look, it said 1:30.
You're like, okay.
So I was like, okay. Well,
It's 9 o'clock.
I'm sure there's plenty to do. And I can sit down and I can get a drink. And at this point, I'd finished my drink and I was thinking, right, I'm going to get a bottle of water before I go into the ride. The drinks cart wasn't open. So I was like, okay. So I go to where it's signed for the snack shack, if you like. I can't remember what it's called. And that's closed.
Universal have a weird thing about opening food and beverage carts and restaurants and eateries.
11 o'clock.
Yeah, Orlando's the same. It's weird because they open things late and they close them early. It's so strange. Like, do you not want to make money?
Well, also, people do need to drink.
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's as hot as you're saying it is.
It was the hottest day that I had my entire summer. The hottest day.
I mean, to be fair, it's a ball. I can imagine it's like the face of the sun
there's
in
no
there.
breeze. There's not a lot of shade.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
So obviously you got in before the reservation system.
Yes.
So that you bypass that.
Yeah.
And then they have that reservation system to kind of keep the land from feeling like just a bowl of humans inside of something rather than a land. So how did it feel from your perspective? Did it feel too packed? Did it feel, open enough that, okay, I'm experiencing, like, it's a good experience? Or like, how was that?
No,
I know everybody wants to go in there.
It was a big bowl of very packed human soup.
Did you notice people coming in? Because obviously I know it's something we talked about, that once you leave, if you're on that reservation, once you leave, you can't come back in. Yeah.
So you make sure you've done everything.
Yeah. Did you notice like an influx of people coming in every like 15, half an hour?
I didn't, because I was just so immersed in what I was doing and overwhelmed at some points, actually.
Because that reservation system, I understand why they put it in place, but if say you've got people coming in even if it's every half an hour, you've got 50 people coming in. You haven't guaranteed that the people that came in off the first one have left. You're just ramming another 50 people in, and then another 50 people in.
You can stay all day.
And then another 50, and another 50, and another 50. And they're like, I can't leave because I'm not going to get back in, and I just want to spend all day here. That thing could be packed.
I mean, there was a lot of us went initially. And I don't know how many of those people actually had reservations.
Weird.
So that was a bit...
Because then you've obviously got people with express passes that have been getting in as well.
Yeah. Even though it was midweek, there were a lot of families about. So there was a lot of children. So I didn't get to do a lot of the power-up stuff because I wasn't going to take that away from kids either.
I would have done bugger them.
I did as much. I did as much as I could. Some of the like the ones that where you did the was it like the one-arm bandit type thing? There's a few of those you do to get into the shadow. Is it a shadow room?
Bowser's Challenge or whatever it is. Yeah.
The lines for those were ridiculously long, so I was like, I made the choice.
Because that's the one you've got to solve like 3. You've got to do 3 challenges to get access to that, haven't you? Yeah.
And I decided that it wasn't a good enough use of my time. No. I could see what was going on.
The ride should be your focus.
They are. So I came back upstairs because the ride's on the second level, and the first one I went to was, what's it actually called? Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
It's just called Mario Kart.
I think it's actually called Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, which is why I questioned if that Bowser's Challenge was called Bowser's Challenge. What was the wait time for it?
I was single rider.
Right.
Yeah.
We are talking at this point, it was about 25 past 9 because it wasn't quite 9:30. It was 80 minutes.
Okay, so we're talking
single
Hagrid's
rider.
level.
Single
No, that's pretty
rider.
long.
Wow.
It was 80 minutes.
Single rider was 80
Yes.
minutes. What was the actual wait time for the standby line?
Yeah.
Something like 240.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
How many people in a car?
4, is there?
4. Yeah.
Okay.
And as soon as you step through into Bowser's Castle, you are given your headset. No, sorry, I tell a lie. You go up the stairs past Bowser and the throne and everything, and then you get the headset. But you're carrying that headset for 9/10 of that walkthrough.
Which bit do you get? The red bit that sits on your head, or the visor? The visor is the bit that clips in.
Yeah, you get the visor when you're in the car. When you get into the car. I'm
actually hearing all of this for the first time because we haven't really talked about it that much.
That queue line is unbelievable. It's just like walking through the game.
See, I've never really played it, but you're a huge Mario Kart fan. You, Raymond, and Jade used to play it all the time.
Yeah. I'm just pulling up my photos here. Hang on a second. So there's it's the same in Hollywood. The giant Bowser statue, it looks like a big concrete statue, is unbelievable. It's massive. There are screens up telling you in pictorial form what is expected of you on the ride. This Mario helmet is actually really cute. But there are banners up for whether you could be Team Mario or I think it's Team Luigi. Lots of arrows tell you which direction to go. There are bombs on shelves that are like clockwork walking up and down. It's the cutest thing. But you are up and down steps. Because obviously you're going over track. They've made use of every inch of that land.
For a 240-minute wait, I guess they needed all that space.
Oh, it was Team Cooper. So I found the other banner. It is just like being immersed in the game because there's just pipes everywhere. There's like what's called the wheels, on pipes.
A wheel on a pipe?
Like you open the pipe, like the valve wheels, whatever they're called. I'm not an engineer. It's just so bright and colourful. And then the ride itself, because it's not just a ride, is it? You've got tasks to do, and it's
interesting question now. Having ridden Minion Blast as much as we have, I know they're not the same ride, and obviously Mario Kart's like technologically way more advanced. But the actual gaming element of it, which is better?
I don't know because I missed the first part of actually scoring points because I was too busy going, holy this is unbelievable because that visor.
The augmented reality.
I can't describe it. It's just...
Like, I've never done augmented reality.
It's like hallucinating, but good hallucinating.
Can you imagine doing that on acid?
Good hallucinating.
Yeah. The ride is over so quickly.
I don't actually know how long it is.
You're getting told what to shoot at.
That's what she said.
And what have you. I mean, I assume it's not particularly a fast ride because it's a kid's ride. But it just seems to be so frenetic.
You had no idea what was going on, did you?
I had the worst score. I brought the score down in the car. But that was the first time I've been on it. You need to go on it 3 or 4 times to get the idea what's going on. But you drift and all sorts. It's just like, it's crazy. And it's just like, this is unbelievable. If we do not get this, I'm going to throw something.
It's going in Epic Universe.
It's for sure.
You can bleep this out.
It looks like
awesome.
it's one of those rides that you have to ride it to really appreciate it.
Yes.
Because every video I've seen,
I can't
I'll be
describe it.
honest, it looks gorgeous, but it just there's
A mess.
something that I'm like, this doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know it's
yeah.
very difficult to show augmented reality on a video. Like they tried to, and it looks like I think.
Yeah.
But I'm sure when you're there, it's like a whole different thing.
It is. It's mind blowing. And as I say, it was over about 30 or 40 seconds. It felt like.
But it wasn't. I'm sure.
It was
But yeah.
maybe a couple of minutes. It was. Honestly, I went back round and I looked, and it was like, it's another 80 minutes. It was still 80 minutes.
It's a long time, that isn't
It's
it?
just.
For single rider,
That's a long time for a Malaby, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just. I was just. I can't.
We need to start hitting up Universal Japan team members who will let you at front of the line.
I have to say, the Japanese team members that I had interactions with were absolutely amazing. And not all of them spoke English, but we managed. It was really good. I did manage to get a drink, so I actually picked up 2 drinks because
Yeah, that makes sense.
the lines for drinks were expensive.
The lines were expensive. Yeah. The drinks were expensive.
Long. The drinks weren't too bad. Got by theme park. Cost, I think a bottle of water was about $5.
It's about the same.
And I bought like the iced green tea, which I was drinking so much of over there, and that was, I think that was about $4.50, which wasn't bad.
I mean, it's ridiculous, but yes, theme parks go.
So I went and got the drinks, and but they were back down in the lower level.
Oh my god!
And Mario and Luigi were out, but too many kids to get anywhere near them.
Of course.
So it was like kind of waved at them as I walked past. And then came back upstairs and did Yoshi's Adventure. Did Yoshi's Adventure. I got in line for Yoshi's Adventure.
How long? Single rider again, wasn't
single,
it?
Of course.
Single rider, a godsend on a trip like that.
But single rider, you're not single rider until the very end. So it's...
So it's a little bit like Hagrid's, where you're in the main line until they decide we're going to open the single rider line, and then you don't know. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
But to be honest, because the loading is Popeye and Bluto, like it's moving, it's like the moving wheel.
All right.
So like the Haunted Mansion type thing.
That's what we were going to
But
go
it's like on a disc. So you're just getting into.
So it's constant, like Hagrid's.
Yeah,
then.
it's just one long.
It's just a constant moving, and you just get on.
Yeah. So really, single rider didn't. It was just you got your own car. Each group got their own car anyway.
So you on your own?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So yeah, there can't have been single rider for that. It wasn't long. It was about. I mean, it's not long. It was about 70, 75 minutes for this one.
Jesus Christ! So you think of all that, like you,
and it was extended line.
You got into Universal Japan at like 9:15. The park shut at 5, and you've already spent 150 minutes in line for 2 rides.
Yes. And get into this line and go, maybe I should have gone to the bathroom. Think about that.
We're going to find out what Yoshi's real adventure was.
The line was very much like the Cat in the Hat line.
Crap.
No, it was like, murals on the walls. Right. There was lots of like secret places for your power-up band.
Okay. That's cool.
Because like I did with Minion Land,
cool.
I did a lot of research. However, the big scorers you couldn't get to because those lines were blocked off.
Why?
I don't know.
I'd have been jumping underneath.
However, I found one that apparently people rarely find. A team member told me. I got high-fived and oh my goodness. And just in the middle of it, there's just this innocuous-looking plastic basket. Well, I'd already done my research. I knew what it was.
So you cheated?
No, I didn't cheat.
You cheated? You just looked it up online?
No. I looked
at
research. I looked in the app.
It's called cheating.
If you look in the app, it tells you where to find things. That's not cheating.
Anyway.
And then all you heard afterwards was all these people.
Everyone else going, yeah.
And then I think the team member wanted to actually hit me because it was a really loud one because it was all bright lights.
Thanks, I don't hear that very often, and now I'm going to hear it all the time.
But there's eggs, and because you collected eggs on the ride, there was eggs in there. So when you tapped them, there was like around each spot, there was LEDs, and they all lit up. I mean, the line went really quickly. Everything just moved so steadily.
For 17 minutes.
There was a double switchback outside with no shade, which was a bit
You said that a lot about it, though, didn't you? There was no shade in there
Yeah.
at all.
And everything has such high walls with scrim around it so that no breeze can get in either.
I like the look of that. I like a
Let me
dark
tell you,
ride.
Oh, it's so cute. It was.
I've seen some of the videos of that, but they have to you're mentioning how hot it was over there. Like when they do this in Orlando, if they don't put a cover, some kind of anything for shade,
Yeah,
it's going to be brutal during the summertime.
they'll
for
have
sure.
to.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll put fans up and mist fans and stuff like that.
They'll have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
So-
feels like a little bit like
But it was. I think it was a 4.5 minute ride because I did video the entire thing.
a people mover,
It was
Yoshi style.
It was. It was.
I
just,
love a slow moving
It was
dark
just
ride.
a cute little thing where every now and again you had three egg shaped buttons, and when you saw
Oh,
that
yeah.
egg, you had to hit it to make something happen.
But it goes inside and outside as well,
yeah,
doesn't
and
it?
you get fantastic views of the park.
And that's what it's all about for me.
Yeah, well, that
It's like
section
high
of
in
the
the
park.
sky Zeus trolley
Yeah.
train ride for Nintendo
Yeah.
World.
Sounds kind of like the Alice in Wonderland ride at Disneyland.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm going to get you there someday.
Yes, definitely.
Trust me, we had a conversation with a friend of ours. We were talking to Gabe from the theme park duo
Yes,
the
we
other
were.
night. I had a phone call with him for the first time in like
Oh,
forever.
I know it feels like
And
forever.
I listened to their episode on Not Scary Farm, and I am so desperate to get out to Knott's Berry Farm. It's like, dude, seriously.
I need
It'll
to- I
happen.
need
Telling
to go
you,
and see that scary
we
clown.
need a West Coast weekender
West Coast,
2024.
Michelle, a West Coast weaker.
Okay.
I don't think it'll happen next
I need
year.
a sugar daddy. That's what
West
I need.
Coast
I need a sugar
week.
daddy. and like a
Alexa's
month
got
off of
one.
work.
Yeah.
Talk to
Hey, I'll
Alexa.
take a sugar mommy.
I was going to say, talk to Alexa. Alexa's got one. Oh, yeah,
That's
you.
true. I want to talk to her about that. Yeah. Return to sender.
Anyway, come on, woman. We've got a whole park to
ask me the
talk about at
questions.
this
You're
point.
supposed to be helping. It's not just
I
me
mean,
talking.
you pretty much talk as much
It's-
about the land
Yes.
other than the obviously
You know.
what happened with Canopio's Cafe,
Yeah,
which
I mean,
I'm
I went-
so disappointed.
How was the
about.
food?
Let
Was it bad?
me get to there.
Oh no.
You do know the story, Chris.
So
we
anyway,
did talk about it on
I
the
got
show
out
before.
of I got out of there. I did a live. I went and did the little
Which is so cool. That's
yeah,
again
the
augmented reality,
binoculars.
like binoculars.
I have tried to video it, but it didn't really record very well because it's too much reflection. Went and did a little shopping, and the merch is so expensive.
Yeah, there's a lot of Super Nintendo merch in our.
There's not a lot. There's a little bit
There's
because
most of it that came from Universal Japan is Super Nintendo themed.
well, yeah,
I think all of it is.
and Jaws.
True.
Yeah, if I'd spent what I wanted to, I would have run out of money. I did actually have to call Lee and say, "Hey, I need to use the credit card because I miscalculated majorly." So that helped.
So you're just recharging your credit card, is what you're saying. Got it.
I maxed
All right.
it out in like one shopping spree.
No, you didn't.
I know I didn't. So yeah, I went and got a few little bits, and then it was like about 11:45, and I was kind of like, I was kind of going, I don't know what else I can do because I've got this I've got my lunch reservation at 1:30. That's not enough time to hop on one of the rides again. I've been in all the little nooks and crannies. You know, I checked out the restrooms, and
Cool.
yeah, that immaculate.
I should hope, yeah.
Immaculate. Yeah, I'd gone and taken photographs of little things that people walk past, all of that. And then I was kind of realising that it was just getting hotter and hotter. And all I was doing was loitering.
For an hour and 15 minutes, a long time to sort of wander around waiting for a
Yeah.
reservation to open
And
up.
Lee wasn't about, and I was starting to get a bit panicky. So I talked with a few of the producers online. It was actually Gillian who helped me come to the decision that actually hanging around wasn't productive.
Don't forget what you said.
I know. Hang on. Because then I overheard some people talking. It turns out that my 1:30 reservation wasn't to be seated. That was to get in line.
Oh.
And the line was 2 hours long.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have been hell no. Like, I was
So I
so
would not have got to
disappointed
see the rest of the park.
that you never got in, but hell no. There's no,
No.
I'd have done exactly the
No,
same.
I couldn't do it. And by this point, it was crowded. It was hot. There was nowhere to sit because everybody was taking the seats up. It was
Because realistically, you wouldn't have got into there till, even if you got in at 3, you're talking 45 minutes to eat. You've got an hour in the park at that
Yeah.
point to do the
Yeah.
rest of it.
Yeah.
No.
So
I hope you said screw it
I
and
did.
went and saw Jaws.
I did.
You did.
I
Okay,
did.
good.
I came straight out, and actually, I came straight out, and they were ushering the last people in for Waterworld. 5 minutes to showtime. So I went straight in, sat down, and the show started. So that was really well timed. And Waterworld is awesome.
It's one of those things that no one cares about the IP, but yet it's one of the highest guest-rated shows in the world.
It's phenomenal. And I did not understand a word, yet I got every joke. The actors are so animated. It was, and those stunt men and stunt people. The stunt people, yeah, they earn their money. They're on fire. They're falling off things. They're drowning. They're falling off jet skis. They're jumping on jet skis. Then the plane bursts through the wall.
The language on this podcast is getting terrible of late.
That's a you problem. It was just, it's a long show, but it was really worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, came out from there and...
Hold that thought, Trace. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Man, we need a vacation.
Oh, I got this.
Whoa, that's awesome. But I was thinking something a little more adventurous.
Okay, how about this?
Yes!
And how about some relaxation from Mama?
Oh, perfect. How did you do that?
Easy. Portkey Vacations.
For your next vacation, let Portkey Vacations take away all the guesswork and stress of planning. From air and hotel to theme park tickets and everything else in between, they've got you covered. Just visit PortkeyVacations.com and touch the Portkey to get started with your free, no-obligation quote request. With just one touch, and Portkey Vacations will magically take you wherever you want to go.
That was a great lunch. Welcome back. So, Tracy, please continue on your adventures that we're all so very jealous of at the moment.
Yeah, what did you have for lunch?
It gets a bit faster from here.
I can see the packaging from what you
I
had
managed
for
to bring
lunch.
the packaging home. Not a mark on it. So, I found myself in Amity, which is no great
Nice.
surprise.
And I tell you what, having watched the walkthrough last night, it's so much better than Orlando's was. It obviously feels I wasn't there, but like watching it, it looks like you're walking through much more of a town than Orlando did, and that's exactly what you said when we were watching it last night.
It was so immersive. So I can't remember what the restaurant was called. And because the map's in Japanese, I can't tell you.
You keep going, I'll find it.
Yeah. So I went in and you are basically walking into a big boat shed. So I ended up getting, it was a chicken sandwich, chicken panini, with fries. And then the Jaws cake, which was a blue roll cake with, everything's banana cream over there for some reason. And a gummy fin on top. And it was really good. It was really good. But the best part was, it was so difficult. I walked round and round trying to find a seat because it was so busy. And in the end, two very lovely young men, who were from Singapore, as it turned out, waved me over and offered me a place to sit on their table, which was very nice. I took them up on it. But I was overlooking the dock of the ride, what's it called, where you get off. I can't think what it's called.
Unloading.
The unloading dock.
The pier. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wasn't getting the cheers because they don't do that.
Really?
No.
Ah.
No. They're even more British than we are.
That was our prime spot in Orlando, was
Yeah.
that Nathan's hot dog stand that was at the end of the ride, and we used to cheer every time they come back in.
But I was
I
inside.
hung out at that hot dog stand so much.
It's us too.
Yeah.
Amity Landing.
Amity Landing, that's right, yeah. It's lovely.
You know, she wept.
I did a little bit afterwards. Well, actually, that was after the ride.
You have to.
Yeah. So I had this lunch, had a really nice conversation with the guys, was taking photographs of what I could view from the window. And then I was like, right, I finished. I don't know how I'm going to carry these boxes around with me for the rest of the day.
Yeah, how
but
did you?
Very carefully.
Obviously.
Very carefully. At that point, I had a bag of merch, so it was all packed.
I mean, they're immaculate. The whole thing's come back unsquished at all.
I know. Even the
I am
wrapping.
looking at this, the stuff they put your food in, and it is very, very themed. I love it.
It's awesome.
I have the box with
Jawsome?
the shark. It's Jawsome, yeah. The shark, the classic shark box. I have the little square box the cake came in, and I even still have the wrapping that the chicken sandwich came in, because that's themed too.
Our house is full of so much random from Universal Parks. It's terrible.
Did you get to ride the ride?
That's where I went next. Straight onto the ride, and it was just a walk on.
Which is
nice.
sad though, isn't it?
I
It's
did take video that my phone did not save. For some reason, my phone, it was so hot. I think my phone just kept passing out. There's so many times I had to retake video, and so many times I couldn't because I just didn't have the luxury of that time. Okay, the ride was completely in Japanese. Doesn't matter. It was identical, even down to the inflection on the skipper's delivery.
I love that it's still there.
And I just have to say,
It's got to be such like time traveling.
it was so good. It was so good. It was back. That fire is so hot. I'd forgotten how hot those flames were.
Oh god, yeah.
And I was at that side of the boat. Yeah, there's no call of the Marines were coming home and big cheering. I don't know what they actually say at the end.
You don't know.
No, I don't know because I don't speak Japanese. I assume it was something.
You just sit in silence and reflect on your journey.
It was kind of, yay, we've killed the shark. And then you come back in. And I thanked the skipper. And the skipper looked a little surprised. Because people do just get straight off and there was no acknowledgement of the skipper, who did a phenomenal job.
Good.
And I would have gone straight back around and ridden again, but I was very aware that I had an entire park to navigate.
In 3 hours.
Yeah.
So what other rides are there that aren't at our Orlando Universal?
A lot, actually.
A lot. We have...
really?
Obviously, you didn't go into... So
no, I went back to the beginning.
You didn't go into Wizarding World because, it's timed
was...
entry, and to be fair, it's exactly the same as Orlando minus Hagrid's.
And
apart from the magical creatures
thing. Yes, and I couldn't get entry anywhere.
Which, to be fair, I don't blame you for missing that.
No, and I didn't go into the kids area either. I ran out of time. I didn't want to go and see the Snoopy stuff, but I ran out of time because it was closing 2 to 3 hours earlier than usual.
And that kids area's got about 20 flat rides in it.
I know. It's crazy.
Wow.
I did catch
Isn't the Jurassic Park ride in this one?
The flying dinosaur.
It's the one that she went on?
One of the best rides I've ever been on. It's no Velocicoaster, but it's close.
It's the same one that's in Orlando?
No. It's it's like Manta. It's a flying coaster.
It's so good. And it's cool. Fast.
Because it goes, we were watching the walkthrough last night, weren't we? And it goes like, it's obviously above the land, but so many times it goes across Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, that whole area, it's kind of, I was saying to Lee last night, it's familiar, but it's different enough.
It's big. It's bigger than the one in Orlando.
It is, and it's very wide.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. There's more restaurants in there as well, I felt.
Yeah, there's the Discovery one, and then there's the one that was, I can't remember what it was called, that looks like Thunder Falls Terrace.
Yeah, there was lots of snack carts around. That was a really great ride. There was...
What was the queue time for that?
I don't remember.
Obviously
it
not
was,
that
It
long.
wasn't long because I did single ride. I think it was about 15 minutes.
Wow.
But it was up. It was like going on to Rip Ride Rocket. It was like the square stairs going round the corner. But that gave great views. I saw the now closed Terminator building. So it didn't get, obviously it was closed, didn't get to go in. I'd gone back to the beginning and was trying to video the park in some sort of order. Because we hadn't been able to do any of this with being corralled straight through. So what is now what's in that theatre? Was that Shrek Theatre? What was that theatre on the corner?
On the left, yeah.
It has is it a layover?
An overlay.
Overlay. Well, I did layovers in the airport. Of Jujutsu Kaisen, which Jade and I absolutely adored.
You didn't do it though, did you?
Yeah, I did it.
You did?
Hell yeah.
All right.
So I went and did the 4D ride. Did I
not
understand?
A ride.
Well,
is it like Shrek? Are you not just sat? Is it like Despicable Me?
It's a bit like Fallon.
Okay.
a little bit.
It's just a 3D theatre thing.
Yeah, I understood not a word, but I'm going in my head. I'm going, oh, I know that character. Oh, I know that character. It was also very cool in temperature, and it was nice just to be out of that for a bit. Weirdly, I mean, we're talking. This is the 20th of June. Where the Minions were and going to the kids area, it is always Easter.
That Minion area looked cool. I know you didn't go into it, but it
No,
looks
again, it was
awesome.
time,
It looks so
Matt.
much better than Orlando's. Like Minion Land, like what the hell's that?
Yeah.
It looks like an actual land rather
Yeah.
than a strip.
I prioritised rides.
Yeah.
Um,
Because there's nothing in there, I don't think. I think there's Minion Mayhem. I don't think there's a ride in there that isn't in Orlando.
no. I did have, I mean, did I call you?
No.
No, I did make a video because as I got into New York area, it was just weird. It was very uncanny valley because it was 98% the same.
Yeah, if you stand at a certain point, the video you took where you can't see the entrance to Spider-Man, which is where the mummy is, it looks just like Orlando.
It's literally you turn one way and there's Sting Alley, and you can see where the mummy is, and
the New York Public Library's at the end of the street, and like the whatever
entrance to Jimmy Fallon,
but it's not whatever that building is. The Tribune, isn't it? The New York Tribune.
Which I think that's the Terminator building.
No.
It's the next one up. You've got Central Park, which was taken over by I think it was a Minion show, and you get to the end, and the Lou Wasserman statue's there as well. And it felt really weird to walk past that, look right, and not see Transformers.
Yeah, I think I posted that video on
I'm
our
sure.
Instagram
It was
as well,
so crazy. Then you go into San Fran,
which is very different.
but the same.
I don't think it looked the same.
It was crazy because the temperature was right.
Because
the
that
humidity
lagoon
was
looks way bigger.
Yeah, it is. But it was weird because obviously Florida's hot and Japan was hot and the humidity was there.
You were kind of like, hang on, oh no, I am in Japan.
It was like,
Close your eyes. Flashback.
yeah. But you know when you have a dream and things aren't quite right in your dream, but you know where you are. That's how it felt.
Yeah. Just went to see a bald bearded Hispanic man come round the corner. Chris, oh no.
Weirdly though, when I got up a bit further up that way, because that leads into Jurassic Park, I did end up bumping into somebody, and it was really weird because she just walked up to me and she went, BTS?
You went, no, Tracey.
And I was like, yes. And she'd spotted, I can't remember what it was, I had something tiny.
That's what she said.
And I don't remember, off the top of my head, I don't remember what it was. This girl didn't speak a lick of English. She gave me so many gifts, and I had nothing to give back. And now we talk, through a translator on Instagram regularly.
Okay.
It's crazy. And I bumped into her later in the park, and she'd got me other things. It was
How
really weird.
cool.
Yeah, it was so nice. And her mother was there, and her mother kept patting my face and going, pretty, pretty. And I was like,
Oh,
They're not used to seeing
blind.
white people. Oh, there's a white woman here.
Yeah.
Everybody,
You were the attraction for them.
yeah. A few people did take photographs.
A Westerner out in the wild.
A female Westerner out in the wild. Oh my!
Start charging them.
So then I try to think. Oh, it was dusk at this point. Caught the tail end of the parade
Because they
which
weren't
I
doing the
couldn't-
actual nighttime parade,
No,
though,
and
were
I-
they, which is
I
awesome.
couldn't get through in time to see it, so I just caught the end of the Pokemon parade. Gutted. And the other ride I did was Hollywood Dream, which it's when you waited to go in, all you could see the front of the park's dominated by this track. And that I only waited about 20 minutes for it.
Because that's...
Is that the one that goes backwards?
Yes.
Yes, but you have to pay extra to do that one.
So the entrance to that is where... So it's in the Hollywood section, obviously, because it's called Hollywood Dream. But the entrance... So again, Tracy sent video of that, and it looks just like Orlando's Hollywood. But obviously it doesn't have horror makeup. But the entrance to Hollywood Dream is where the entrance to Bourne would be, but it's not the same. The building doesn't look the same. Obviously it was themed to Cyberdyne when it was built originally. But then there's this weird coaster that looms over everything else.
It's such a good coaster. It's
Their Rip Ride Rocket?
It's kind of like that, but not that lift hill where you're going, oh my God, I am going to die. It's better than Rip Ride Rocket.
It's cool because there's the vlog we watched last night at the walkthrough. There's like a weird little park area on the other side of the lagoon, isn't there? And it does like a double helix in the middle of that, and you can walk around it. It was like Central Park in Orlando, but before they put all the, they've got the steps there now for the lagoon shows. Like what it used to be like a nice sort of green grassy area with trees and stuff. It looks like that, but then the coaster comes in, does like a double helix, and then goes out the other side. But it's all lit up at night and stuff. It looks cool. I wasn't even there, and I'm talking I know what I'm talking about.
It was just when I rode that, which
perfect.
Oh, it was beautiful. I have no idea.
No, it wasn't the last thing you rode, was it?
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
I have no idea what the views were because this ride was just so good. I was just screaming, and you saw that
that double helix.
Oh my goodness, it was so intense. Yeah, I'd need a week in that park. So I came out and I decided, right, I've got enough time. I'm going to do another little run around, see what's open. And I'd done a little more shopping.
Shopping, I'd have gone, I'm not bringing anybody else anything back.
I was under orders and it was so much pressure.
To get the giveaway prize. Producers Club members. It's literally sat behind me here in a bag.
And it's so cool. I bought one for us.
Yeah.
And other things. And actually, there is some confetti in there that I got from. I'm not proud. I went picking confetti up off the floor from the parade. So there's confetti in there.
Everyone does it at Mardi Gras for some strange reason.
So I ran back round, and this is where I bumped into the Japanese girl again. And I was like, "Look, I've got to go. Otherwise, I'm not going to get to ride Jaws before I leave."
You missed one, though.
Have I?
You did Spider-Man.
I did Spider-Man. Yes, I forgot. Yes, I did Spider-Man, which is weird in Japanese.
It's interesting, though, because that's due to close at the end of the year as well.
Really?
Yeah, because they announced that Terminator and Spider-Man were both closing this year. Okay. But I think T2 has. And Spider-Man
T2 was closed when I was there, yeah.
At the end of the year. Because that's where the Mummy would be. It's weird. But it makes sense to be in New York, to be fair.
But the queue line was exactly the same.
It will be.
Exactly the same.
That vlog we watched last night, they were projecting like the Spidey signal on the buildings all around New York. It was super cool. I wish they'd do that in Orlando.
There was lots of really cool things like that. So yes, I went and rode Jaws in the dark.
I've never done Jaws in the dark. Shark in the dark.
It's intense.
Yeah.
It's because you literally have the spotlight on the boat.
Be awesome.
And
what time does it get dark there? My goodness. Park closed at 5?
That's interesting, yeah.
It was about... They do the thing as well where you get in line last second.
Of course.
And they honour that. Not that there was a line for Jaws. It must have been about 4:30.
Wow.
That it was dark, fully dark.
Early.
About 4 o'clock it was dusk.
That's crazy.
It's a beautiful park after dark. It's lit up beautifully. Coming back through what would be Hollywood. And when we watched that vlog, Lee, that was in the dark, because I'd complained that you couldn't really see things properly because I was losing my bearings. But that's how I experienced Hollywood. And it's so much prettier than the Orlando version. I don't know whether it's because part of it goes under the covered area, but they had like the Brown Derby hat shop was a Hello Kitty store.
Oh yeah, and the Schwab's Pharmacy is Mario Cafe, isn't it?
So all the facades were the same. And there's a Mel's Dine-In as well. The exact same cars outside.
Theirs is open though.
Yeah. And I bought a headband. I did get myself a headband.
Oh yeah.
Which
you took it to Orlando, didn't you?
I did.
Last year. This year. Must have been this year,
you idiot. That was about $30.
Again, I don't fault you for getting it.
I was like, no. I really wanted the Snoopy one, but I didn't get to experience Snoopy, and I'd been in Super Nintendo World, so I had to have, it was lots of the flowers and all sorts.
Because then that weird thing is the entrance, like what would be production central, is all covered over, isn't it? It's got like a huge
like a
canopy over the whole thing, hasn't it?
But I don't know whether they air condition it or what, but it is. You'd expect it to be hot under there. It's not. It's so cool.
It probably deflects the sun, though. It's probably like
it's not bright. It's quite dim under there.
So when it down or it's absolutely boiling, that's where you go and sit on that street.
Oh, the windowsills on all the buildings are deep enough to be seats and at the right height. It's quite well thought out. I think anything else? Anything else? I've gone through my photos.
I don't think so.
I just kind of managed to just do a circuit. There was no plan.
It's tough, isn't it? You can make as much of a plan as you want, but wait times are always going to dictate things.
The plan that I had was thrown straight out initially, right at the beginning, because I ended up in Super Nintendo World. So then it was just like, well, we're just seat of the pants in this. We're just doing what we can.
Yeah.
And it was an absolute brilliant day. Came out, loitered about after I'd come back through the turnstiles, loitered and went and took a photo with the globe again after dark. Had a slow walk through City Walk, which is, again, so pretty. Small but pretty.
Did you notice any restaurants in there that are like similar to Orlando or like specifically different than Orlando's?
Not that I noticed.
I don't think City Walk in Hollywood or Japan it's like Orlando. It's not a destination.
No, it's somewhere to eat.
More like a pass-through.
Yeah. I think it's more because there's a hotel right on City Walk.
It's probably
for the people there who are coming out to eat. So there's like burger joints and...
Okay.
I don't remember. Because honestly, at this point, I was...
Oh, yeah.
No, because at this point, I'm walking through going, oh my God, I've got to get the train back by myself. I'm going to end up in China.
I mean, I'm not quite sure how that's going to happen, but okay.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, more theme parks.
Yeah, Beijing.
And I had that change as well, and I managed it, no problems. It was standing all the way because it was packed. And very nicely, I was walking up the steps from the station coming home, and one stood at the top. Yay, you made it. I got high-fived. He ran back to the hotel with the bags, and we went straight out for dinner. And I just wanted to sleep because I was exhausted.
I'm sure.
But it was so good. It was worth all of it.
It's funny, I was thinking about it today, and it's like we come back off our last trip 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, whatever the hell it was, and I've realised that Orlando's become, I don't want to say too familiar.
Oh, it is too familiar.
But it's, we talked about on our trip report 2 weeks ago, Chris, when you were here, and we said that we've become... And I guess you guys probably have a little bit as well, going as often as you can, as often as you do. The fact that we've been 3 times in the last year, you become a little...
desensitized.
No, just like, oh, we know Universal Orlando, we can just rock up and do what we want. And yeah, that's the word. Mm-hmm. And you end up kind of not really doing anything.
No.
And I can imagine going to somewhere like... So Tracey going to Universal Japan for the first time and it throwing you in the deep end where it's like going for the first time. Yeah. It's familiar enough that it's not like going for the first time, but very different enough that you kind of like...
I was a tourist again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like the first few times we ever went to Orlando rather than now. It's... I think one of the biggest issues with this most recent trip was because we never made a plan. We don't need to make a plan. We know what to do, and you end up just not doing anything. And you realize...
And now you understand why Chris and I are able to sleep in when we go on our trips, whereas you were always like, nope, if the park's open, I'm there.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Do you know what time we got up that day? We went to Mickey's Not So Scary. I got a text message at 12:05 going, we're picking you up at 1 o'clock. We're like, I've just got out of bed.
It was like 12.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm so glad we're all synchronizing, guys.
Yeah.
I'm very happy now.
I'm just waiting for our cycles to all synchronize.
I don't know how synchronized I was.
Exactly.
I've only just got back into UK time.
I don't like it though. I don't like wasting how much. We don't always get there. I don't know when we're going to get back there again. And I don't like wasting time laying in bed when I know there's a theme park out there I could be doing.
Yeah, I mean it's completely different. Like if like Michelle said, I don't have a rush. I don't have a need to do specific things because we go there fairly often. But if I was in Tracey's shoes, it would probably be the first time, especially since it's so far. It'll probably be the first time I've ever rope drop a park.
Yeah.
And I would be there doing that because I'd want to make sure that I get to experience as much as I can.
Well, we've got to do West Coast. We have to do West Coast. It's a very different experience when you're an East Coaster because the time change. So it's actually really easy to rope drop the parks in California because you're awake. Yeah. You're already awake. But what's hard is staying up to watch the fireworks and close out the parks.
If we can stay to Horror Nights till 2:00 in the morning, I think we can stay at bloody Disneyland till whatever time at night.
Yes.
Did I just say Disneyland? Ugh.
Yeah. I'm just going to put it out there, though.
What was that?
I love Disneyland. It's so much better than Disney World.
The race is on, though, because Beijing has been mentioned for next year.
If you go there, I'm not going to be happy. Andy and Catherine will be like, woohoo! And I'll be like, you.
Look, you already hate me. How much more can you hate me?
A lot more.
Oh, well.
Because I really want to go to Beijing. Yeah. It looks amazing.
Yeah, we're talking about...
And then obviously having...
We're talking about a trip to China next year.
Walking in the footsteps of our friends who helped create that park. I'd be devastated.
I'll be like, Andy and Catherine, tell me some secrets. Tell me some little things I need to look out for that are hidden.
Cool. Wow. I'm glad you went, and I'm glad you had an awesome time.
Best time.
Yeah. Hopefully one day all of us make it out there. That'd be fun. That'd be cool.
Japanese weekender.
That would be cool.
Well, that is going to end another podcast, and we're going to do it a little different. We asked Tracey to tell us what she thinks Universal Studios Japan is in 3 words or less. So for this episode, Tracey, it's over to you.
Right. Well, for me, Universal Japan is Subarashi Kikken.
Talk to you guys next time.
That was another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, the best and only podcast about Universal Orlando on the island. Check us out on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcasts, news, and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Contact us at podcast@uuopodcast.com. Join the Producers Club by emailing us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, for all your other theme park news, and email Michelle at portkeyvacations.net to book your next trip. So until next time, this is Amity 6, call off the Marines, we're coming home.